So we are delighted to have you here with us tonight for this first ritual of this series of transformative and nourishing rituals that we're intending to be a container of sacred space, of an oasis of time that you can have just for you, just to be, to spend some time in this season where we should be resting, we should be reflecting, but most of the time we're running around trying to organize things, gift buying, dealing with family members, lots and lots going on, but nature asks us to rest and reflect and replenish. So this is our act of service, Jade and my act of service to the goddesses we serve, to Aphrodite, to Persephone, and our act of service to you, who are also the goddesses that we serve. So in this first ritual, we're going to do a deep dive into embodying and meeting ourselves exactly where we are, without judgment, without questioning whether that's the right place to be, for wherever you are is the right place to be. And we'll also look at how do we want to transform, where do we want to be in the future.
Yes.
So just to quickly introduce myself, I'm Amelie. I trained as a priestess of Bridget in Glastonbury and as a druid with Obod, and then more recently as a sister of Aphrodite with the Goddess Temple in Rome. And I'm very excited to be here with you tonight.
And to introduce myself, I'm Jade. I studied in Glastonbury as a sister of Avalon and as a sacred celebrant, and I'm a self-dedicated and devoted priestess of Persephone. And it's a miraculous wonder that me and Amelie have come together, as Aphrodite and Persephone are sisters. And they are goddesses that have often at times been misunderstood, or their myths have been taken or changed or fabricated in some way. But we're so excited to share the deep transformative power of both of these goddesses together and separately, for you to really meet yourself where you are right now, to take everything that you need, and also hopefully get to know both of these goddesses a little bit more. Yeah, so that's us. So we're going to take you into yeah, I think Amelie's got the background of the temple at the moment.
I do. This is the Goddess Temple in Glastonbury that I have on the background there.
Yeah, unfortunately my laptop is so old, you're just getting my lovely kitchen right now. So. But yeah, so we're going to do a calling in of the goddess here. Amelie, I'm very happy for you to start with Aphrodite, and then I will call in Persephone.
Perfect. Okay. So I invite all of you to step with us now into ritual space. And if it feels right and safe for you to do so, just closing your eyes and envisaging a circle of light surrounding you and all of us on this call. And this will be a safe space. All emotions are welcome here. All parts of you are welcome here. Each presence here is a blessing. And with every breath, we breathe love and light into the circle. And I call now to the great goddess Aphrodite. She who is the beauty of the green earth, she who is the crashing, foaming ocean waves, she who is the sun, the moon, the stars. I invoke and invite you to be with us, to bring your presence into this circle, to shower us and hold us in your infinite love and compassion. I invoke you now in your aspects of Epistrophia, she who transforms into love as we hold ourselves in this warm and loving space. As Alchemica, Lady of the Forge, she who transforms base metal into gold as we transform into our limitless potential. As Morpho, Shapeshifter, Lady of the Beautiful Forms. As Marguerite, pearl as we dive for the pearl of our deep truth in the labyrinth of our soul. As Sibyl, seer, prophetess, she who sees what may be, what is yet to come, I ask that you are here with us today. We breathe your energy in and bring you to our centers. Hail and welcome, Aphrodite, great goddess of love.
Hail and welcome, Aphrodite, great goddess of love. And using hand-forged rattle of Persephone, I cleanse the space. All that are here this evening. Taking a deep breath with me now. And feel free to keep your eyes closed in this moment as I call to the majesty and the depth of the goddess of duality, the threshold between very life and death, of rebirth and reincarnation. I call to Kore, Persephone's maiden phase of beauty, of wonder, of childlike curiosity. And I call to her dark, crone-ly energies as queen of the underworld, as sovereign of the feminine deep mysteries. I call to Elysium, I call to her underworld. I call for every single person to be deeply enriched and deeply transformed in the labyrinthian energies of her deep power. May you know her red, raw energies of earth, and may you know the deeply cold yet so comforting energies of her black space, of the etheric worlds of the psyche. May your dreams show you all you need, and may your unconscious guide the way. I call to your majesty, great Persephone, mother and queen, sovereign of the underworld. Join me now, taking a breath in to feel that your lungs, fill your body with the feminine power of the crone. Hail and welcome, Persephone, queen of the underworld.
Hail and welcome, Persephone, queen of the underworld.
In this space, you still feel safe and comfortable to keep your eyes closed. I'm going to take you on a short grounding and centering meditation into the center of the earth, to meet Persephone for a moment, to take all you need, and then we'll move into the first ritual. So taking a deep breath, really into those lungs, filling and expanding that chest as much as you can, taking 3 deep breaths like this, each time opening and expanding, feeling that life force energy of the breath. I will ring out 3 gongs of the heart chakra as I am adjacent to the heart chakra of the world, Avalon, the summer lands. And from our heart space is where we will work with today. So tune into that heart space, a green glowing orb of continuous energy, of compassion, of love, of light. And we're going to be sending that love down into Mother Earth and then radiating it through this circle. Take another deep, nourishing breath into your heart space. And feel this green energy expand and expand throughout your chest and into your body. Allow this green, glowing, light energy to slowly travel down through your torso, through the womb and hara space, calming the waters of the solar plexus, stoking the fires of the sacral, and down into the base chakra, where there are deep green roots waiting for you. Take another breath. And on the out breath, let those roots, like strong vines, travel down your legs, through your feet, and into the earth below you, whether you're sitting, standing, lying, whatever it is. Make those roots go into the fertile soils of Mother Earth. They're frosty and still now, covered in the autumn leaves. Yet under there are the seeds that we are planting. So allow those roots to go down, down, further and down, past the bones and the stones of the ancestors, past temples long forgotten, ready to be found etherically and physically again, through the rocks, the crystals, the petrified wood, into the crystalline caves, where we find black obsidian here today for the protection, transformation, and as a guide as we travel into her labyrinth, and allowing your roots to go down, down further, pulling you into a beautiful, almost slumber-like peaceful, serene energy. Going down into the magma lava pools as you feel the heat of Mother Earth, her violet flame rising through you, and into the center of the core of Mother Earth, of Gaia, of Demeter, Persephone's mother and grandmother. They embrace you here now in whatever form that you see them, as you see a precipice into a labyrinth. You are handed a small torch here and kissed upon both cheeks by Mother Earth, Gaia, and her daughter Demeter. You take steps now into this labyrinth and allow yourself to ground and peacefully step by step, feeling the cold stone of the labyrinth under your feet. Yet as you walk these cold stones, you feel grass emanate. You are life force, you are beautiful energy, and you are making this place come to life. You circle around and around and around 7 times through this labyrinth. And in the center, in the core of Mother Earth, you see the crystalline grid and Persephone there, holding both of her arms out to greet you. She takes your torch, places it upon her heart as she guides your hands and pulls you into her embrace. Taking a breath here. In this moment, simply releasing all that needs to be released, gently over your body, brushing slightly and lightly down your arms with finger feather-like touch, and simply releasing and letting go all that no longer serves in this place, in the embrace of Persephone, who can take all, alchemize it, transmute it into your beautiful and brilliant rebirth. Just giving yourself some softness, brushing around your shoulders, in your hair, wherever you feel needs some attention, some love, some additional support upon your body at this moment. To release and let go, you may wish to take another breath and just allow it out softly and gently. Does it now? I'd like you to place a hand on your heart, a hand upon your belly. Just take 3 gentle breaths in this moment, gentle but deep. Persephone lets go of your hands as this labyrinth illuminates with beautiful star-like energy, galaxies spreading across these walls. She tells you that you are infinite, that there are so many possibilities for you in this moment. And as you step out of this labyrinth and back into your body, you can share with deep compassion, power, and knowing of self who you are. You can get to the core and the center of yourself for love, for soothing, for acceptance. Know that she is a guiding force for you in this moment. She will take and transform and transmute all that is ready to be lost. So taking a breath now, you step through these 7 spirals. There are pixies dancing on these walls. Light, beautiful light. As you step out, you see Gaia and Demeter. They embrace and kiss you again as they welcome you back up to the root. And like Jack and the Beanstalk, you're being asked to climb it this time. You climb up through the crystalline caves, and this time you're welcomed by beautiful rose quartz crystal that's shining like a rainbow. You climb ever further still through the petrified wood, the bones and the stones of the ancestors, met with the fertile soils of Mother Earth, and like a spring summery day, you sprout like a seed through the ground into your feet. And take another breath with me. You meet back with your body, those vines unwrapping and unraveling as you go up, up, up through your legs, up through your base chakra, through your sacral and into your heart. And I ask you now to place a hand, 2 hands upon your heart for a second. And if you feel safe and comfortable to do so, stretching your arms out like wings and holding your arms upwards. And in this space, we are going to energetically connect every single person in this circle today in the love and the deep compassion that Persephone has to hold. And all that is ready to be transformed, may it be met with gentleness, with the guiding force of deep, reverent sisterhood with each other. And finally, bring those arms and to wrap around yourself, wrap around your body, give yourself a squeeze. We never give ourselves enough hugs, so we're going to give ourselves a hug in this moment. And I invite you to open your eyes when you're ready. Blessed be. I'm going to take you now on a little ritual. It's going to be about 5 or so minutes. And it's really about you taking up your physical space in where you are now, because Amelie is going to take us on a beautiful journey in transforming and really stepping up and stepping forward. And Persephone really called me to share with you just some gentle movement of the body that can really help you get present, so Aphrodite can then come in and do her amazing transformative work. So if you feel safe and comfortable and able to do so, I ask you to stand. If not, you're more than welcome to do this ritual still seated. But I'm going to guide you on this journey now. We're going to start from the top of our head. I'll give you a little while to stand if you're standing. But all those that have already risen, I just want you to place both hands on the top of your head and just gently massage for a moment. Really feeling and adding a little bit of pressure, only what feels comfortable to you, just really allowing your fingers to come alive in this moment and for your head to feel the softness of your touch. We're going to work here with our physical energies, but also with the etheric fields here, as that is where Persephone resides. She resides in the dream world, in the unconscious. Some believe that, including myself, that the underworld is also a representation of our human psyche, of our unconscious, of the things unseen, unknown, unheard to us, our soul place where we rest and reside. So much of the work that we do with her is beautifully etheric. So from the top of your head, just come off of your head a little bit and feel the space between your hands and your head, the energy and the magnetism of your crown chakra. And taking a deep breath, we're slowly going to go around your etheric field, feeling your space. This is you. This is your autonomous, powerful, beautiful, magnetic self. You can feel the outline of your body. And if there are some parts that you feel energetically are maybe numb or that you can't feel, take a pause for a moment and simply breathe into them and take your hands slightly further out as if you are energetically pulling yourself. So you are expanding, you're opening yourself up. So we're going to go all the way down the body. So I might go off the camera for just a second. And when you're at your feet, I want you to brush that energy upwards and towards your heart space. And then we're going to, again, go out like wings and brush it forward again. And we're going to go back up. We're going to do this 3 times. I want you to take your time, just really feeling every part, that magnificent etheric field that is around you. This is the unknown, this is the unseen, yet we, as women, as priestesses, as believers, whoever we may be, we know, we feel, and we understand what is not there, what is to be seen. So expanding out again, feel free to really push out your chest to however it feels comfortable for you. It aligns our posture, it helps us to be sovereign, it helps to push ourselves out there in the world. Then we bring that energy back up through our crown and circle it around one more time. This 3rd time, really focusing on the out breath. For any energetic imbalances, anything that feels numb, we're pushing it out with our breath. Then we're going to place our hands back at the top of our head again, and then physically brush down the body to get rid of any lingering energy that is not ours. We pick up so much every single day, and at the moment with so much fear and division, and especially at this time of year, we're still in the energies of Samhain and we're going into the dreaming time. So gently does it. We can still transform, and we're still in the cauldron, yet we are being asked to really gently nourish ourselves here. I'd like you to close your eyes for just a second, taking 3 more deep, nourishing breaths. just for yourself. Thank you so much for sharing this presencing with me. And I'd like to pass over now to the wonderful Amelie, who's going to take us on the deep ceremonial ritual today. But thank you so much for just taking that time to be present with me. And I could really feel all of your energy in the circle. Blessed be.
Thank you, Jade. That was beautiful. And so we emerge from the underworld and we start the part of our ceremony in the apparent world. The goddess Aphrodite is often known only as a goddess of just romantic love and sex, and that is far from all she is. Yes, she is a goddess of love, but not just romantic love, the love of a parent for a child, the love of ourselves for ourselves, the love of all creation, the love of being alive, and a goddess of beauty, but not just superficial beauty, the beauty of a sunset, the beauty of human connection, the beauty of events like this where we can work together and we can be together. She's also a goddess of transformation. She's associated with the snake. Yes, the serpent is associated traditionally with sexuality, and certainly she has that aspect. But it's also a creature of transformation, the way that she sheds her skin, the way that she's born anew. So today we're going to look at where we are and where we might like to be. So I invite you to take your 2 rocks or place markers, whatever you have, to just mark 2 places on the floor, perhaps 6 feet apart. And I'll give you a second to do that. And I'd like you to stand at the first marker facing the second. And if it feels right and safe to do so, I invite you to close your eyes, feel into your body once more. Your beautiful, powerful woman's body. And feel, how are you being in your life right now? What does it look like to be you right now? How do you hold yourself? How do you feel about the things in your life that are going on? Where can you feel that in your body? No judgment. Nothing is wrong. Nothing needs to be fixed. We're simply noticing what is there, where we are now. How do we feel about everything that's going on in our life right now? And where do we feel that in ourselves? And now I ask you to look towards your second place marker. And this place marker represents your future. You're looking along your future timeline. You're looking towards your future self. Your ideal future self. She who has accomplished all that you want to accomplish in your life. She who has everything you dream of. She who is everything you want to be. And then I ask you now to step richly, mindfully, slowly towards that future self. Walk along your future timeline until you are her. You are stepping into your ideal future self. You are stepping into the woman you long to be, the woman you know you are meant to be, the woman who has achieved everything that you want to achieve. And now, feel how you feel in your body. How does it feel to be this ideal self? How do you hold yourself? Feel into it now. How does it feel to have achieved everything you want to? How do you dress? How do you move? How does this feel different? Just take a moment to feel how you feel. Just noticing. And when you're ready, turn to face where you came from. Turn to look at the past you, the now you. Nobody understands better than you the struggles this person is facing, the difficulties, the insecurities, the things that are hard, the things that she hopes for, wishes for, the things that she wishes she didn't wish for. See her now, this past version of you. She has no idea how she will become you, only that she longs to. Feel into your heart space now. Feel the love and compassion for this beautiful, strong woman that you used to be. Feel your love for her, and if you can speak aloud now, tell her what she needs to hear. What does she need to hear from you? What words of encouragement, what words of advice, what does she need to know? Talk to her now. Can you offer her words of love and compassion? You who know her struggles best of all. And now it is time to recall. In a second, we will begin to walk back along that timeline, back into your past self, into your now self. And as you do, I ask you to step ritually mindfully, and bring with you all the compassion, all the love of Aphrodite, all the love of Aphrodite Epistrophia, she who transforms into love. Breathe that energy in to take with you back down the timeline. And I invite you to walk now, sitting back, back towards your past self, your now self, stepping into your own body, still full of that love, that compassion, born of your limitless potential, born of the woman you know you can be, and you can access that anytime, anytime that you wish, by feeling into your heart space. You can access that infinite love for yourself, that radical self-acceptance of where you are now. For where you are now is perfect, and where you are going is beautiful. And I invite you to just hold, give yourself a hug, and hold yourself for a second, integrating that sense of love, that sense of compassion, that sense of self-acceptance. For every journey of self-discovery begins with self-acceptance. As we prepare for the winter months, we look into our inner cauldron. We see what needs to be stirred, what needs to settle, what needs to dissolve over the coming resting months, to know what we need to plant to re-emerge in the spring. And finally, to ground our experience into our physical body, into ourself. I invite you to take the apple that you brought, or if you have none, an energetic apple. The apple is a sacred fruit to Aphrodite. If you cut it horizontally, it shows the five-pointed star that is the path that the Venus star makes in the heavens, an ancient symbol of protection. If you cut it vertically, you see the sacred yoni, the portal of the universe, the holy of holies. The apple has been vilified in some religions as a symbol of temptation, but we in the goddess traditions know it as an initiator into feminine mysteries, into magic, into sacred sexuality. As we integrate the energies of this ritual, smell the apple. Feel it as the bounty of the goddess. And if you feel that you wish to be initiated into your own truth, your own beautiful way of being, your own magnificent potential, I invite you to take a bite from the apple.
Thank you so much, Amelie. Oh, that was beautiful, very powerful. And yes, thank you so, so much. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
I wanted to do two things before I opened up the circle if you wish to share anything. But some people may not know that Persephone and crystals have a beautiful, beautiful link. Crystals are the underworldly energies below the earth, in the unconscious, to be dug up, I'm not sure if grammatically that was correct, but we'll go with it, to be taken from Mother Earth, from Persephone's embrace, and used as potent healing talismans for our journey. So I have this little bag of tricks, which is actually a Dungeons and Dragons dice bag, because I'm a big old nerd, and it has some crystals in it that have been blessed with the power of Persephone, and I wanted to pull one for you as a talisman, as a guiding force. If you have this crystal, you can wear it upon your person or hold it. If not, imagine before you go to dream or you go to meditate, this crystal energy with you, and Persephone will hold you in that unconscious space and will gift you with some messages. So we have our beautiful pink stone here, which I think just goes with the energy of Aphrodite so well. We have the pink spinel. Let's see if I can get it up to here. The pink spinel is really about energy, about joy, about that childlike wonder that I was expressing at the beginning. This is our vitality. This is the core of us. And it might seem like at winter time, we feel that we don't have as much energy, we don't have as much vitality to go around. We're busy bees around this time, around the holidays. And it's just a gentle reminder to bring in that joy, to bring in that playful time, to have a moment every single day through this winter period where we just do something just for us, something that makes our inner child smile. Because once we get to Spring Equinox, which is at the time when Persephone comes out of the underworld into spring, into her maiden form, it won't be such a shock to us, and we'll also have cultivated that beautiful energy. So wear some pinks and have some fun this season. So yeah, okay, so if anybody does feel that they wish to share their experience or any questions, we'd love to open up the circle. If you want to, Emily, if you want to pause the recording, obviously you can then feel free to obviously mute yourselves, put your videos on now, to represent the maiden, lover and mother and crone phase, to really symbolize this symbiotic, eternal energy that is in all of us and also within the two goddesses, Aphrodite and Persephone. So feel free to just take a deep breath. If you wish, imagine your own heart chakra gifting out any additional beautiful energy you have, or receiving what you need in this moment. So 1 for the maiden, 2 for the lover, 3 for the mother, and 4 for the crone. May our heart chakras be filled with unconditional love and light, and also the natural, beautiful energies of the forest. Blessed be. Thank you.
Blessed be.
Emily, would you like to share about what's going on?
So yes, I mean, this is the first of a series of rituals that sort of came to us as a one thing, one overarching thing that we wanted to do. And so the next one is actually next week, which is Replenish, as we sort of do much more of a deep dive into self-love. I'm going to pop in the chat the link to the page that shows all of them. So we'll be Replenish, and then after Yule, when the energies dip a little bit, we'll have Reconnect, which is all about the sister wound and coming together and healing those patriarchal wounds that would have us divide and conquer. And then Reclaim at Imbolc, where we're looking to really gather our inner power and our inner explorer archetype, ready to have re-emerge around just before the spring equinox as we come back into the world and shine ever so brightly. So we really hope that you can join us for the others, especially if you've enjoyed tonight. So it's going to be transformative.
Yeah, and it's also a way of getting to show just how many beautiful sides of both of these goddesses that there are. You know, each ritual is packed with something really new and really deep, and also really, really fun. So yeah, if you do want to join us, you can join us for all four, or you can pop in and pop out, whatever one feels, you know, good for you. I mean, we've really gone with the season, so this next one that's coming up next week is really going to be softening into this wintry season, lots about air. And then obviously the next one after Yule is going to be really us maybe healing from the busyness, and really healing from the time of that we have at the moment. So yeah, if you do want to join us, obviously there's the link and you'll be able to see us on Eventbrite as well. So yeah, thank you so much for being here with us this evening. We've really enjoyed getting to share this experience with you, and really as an introduction into both of these goddesses and to the work that we both do. So I think we'll finish with a hail and farewell, and to allow you to leave. It is a little bit early, but that's perfect. We're on pagan timing, so we'll do.
Amazing. We started on time with pagan timing, really.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you all so much for coming and being with us today and sharing your energy. We really appreciate your presence.
Emily, did you want to hail and farewell first?
To Aphrodite, great goddess of the sea, of the ocean, thank you for blessing us with your presence today, for holding us all in your infinite love, in your compassion, in your releasing tears to mingle with the salt of your oceans. May all that needed to be released be released. May the steps forward be clearer to us. And we thank you for your love, your gifts, and your transformative energy. Hail and farewell, Goddess Aphrodite.
Hail and farewell, Goddess Aphrodite. And to Persephone, thank you so much for bringing your deeply transformative and presencing power here, that we can meet ourselves where we are and who we are in this moment. Thank you to your energies of the labyrinth, and thank you to Gaia and Demeter for coming through and for holding us, for grounding us in your unconditional love. Thank you to your majesty and your beauty, and thank you for opening the thresholds that we may dive into your underworld at will to release all that needs to be released and to come out strong, powerful, and true. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hail and farewell, Persephone.
Hail and farewell, Persephone. May the circle be open but unbroken.
Blessed be. Thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you a beautiful, nourishing evening. And if you do choose to join us, we really look forward to welcoming you again in whichever way that we see you again. Blessed be and merry met for all of you.